there's this guy on YouTube, and his YouTube name is Nate's Vlog.
Now, it's not like I have a problem with the guy. I'm just basically replying to his video, Ronald McDonald is dead. Well, the reason of these mascots is because, well, they're bright, they're shiny, bright colors, happy all the time, like Chuck. He smiles in every cartoon that he's in. But he's a rodent. Okay. Here's another thing. Ronald McDonald does not support childhood obesity or heart diseases or whatever else he said that he supports. Because you know something?
He don't, nigga, he don't.
Why I say this is because he never said that. He never said, oh, I support this. No. Never said that in any of his commercials or any cartoon or anything that he was ever in. So here's the bottom line. If they don't say they do, they must not be intended for it. Oh, well, he is teaching kids to eat lots of fattening foods and stuff. No. Just because he's a mascot of a restaurant doesn't mean that he is doing that. Not teaching kids at all. In fact, it's the consumers, or customers, as you like to call them. Here's the thing. If the customer says, oh, I want a double cheeseburger for my little kid right here, so that way she could get fat, well, that's their fault. That's their fault for going to that restaurant. That's their fault for going to the restaurant. So what I'm saying is that if they want to go there and have the mascot, exposed to the child, that's their own fault. Hey, I don't want you watching Ronald McDonald on television. Then don't have them watch television, because they're gonna be there. Try to find places that they're not. Kind of hard too, because it's obviously everywhere. Here's the thing.
They are at the restaurant. They're on television to advertise the restaurant. And in fact, Ronald McDonald is not dead because, you can go to any store, at least around the date when this video is made, at least May 10th, 2013, and you can buy apples, and Ronald McDonald will be there on the apples. Speaking of apples, but here's something else. Ronald McDonald is not dead because you can go and buy apples. He'll be right there on the fucking packet. Here's another thing. They also have fucking milk over at McDonald's. If they have milk and apples over there, I think that seems to be healthy to me. Oh, I get to have my calcium and my daily fruit. That's great. Yeah, but then what about the French fries? Don't order them. You don't want them? Don't order them. What about the hamburgers and all the stuff? The kid's gonna want them. Then tell them no. And the toys that are there. You see, this is big thing saying, oh, well, the toys are bad because they want kids to, buy stuff. When and where does it ever say, we are forcing you to do this? In fact, the McDonald's that I go to, that's here in my town of Thurmont, they give you a choice. Do you want a toy with that? They always ask that. That's a rule that they implied for McDonald's employees to actually have to ask whenever you're ordering a Happy Meal, do you want the toy with that? If you say yes, that's your fault. Not the restaurants. The restaurant's only giving you what you ordered. The toys are not possessed to actually say, oh, well, I'm here to make you have to get another Happy Meal. No. You know something? There was a freaking lady that actually sued McDonald's for at least $1,000 because the damn coffee was too hot. And, well, of course it didn't have the proper warning on it. But for God's sakes, it's common damn sense. I burnt my lip. That's your fault because you fucking did it. You ordered the coffee. It was hot. Obviously, coffee's going to be hot because everyone else who orders the damn coffee knows that it's hot. Another thing. Back to the toys. In fact, I believe that the toys are there to actually make kids happy. And when are you going to get money out of your freaking pocket from paying taxes and shit off of whatever the hell you buy to say, I'm going to buy you a new toy every time I buy you a Happy Meal? You don't. That's why they give you a choice. You want the toy or not. It's not possessed.
We toys can see everything. Play nice.
And that's why McDonald's is a good thing. Now, here's something else. Just to wrap this all up, he basically intends to bring people that like or know Ronald McDonald to the video by saying Ronald McDonald is dead. He's not, because he's still here, he's still alive, McDonald's is still going. There is nowhere where Ronald McDonald actually interrupts the commercial and looks at the camera, smiling, and says, "Hey kids, there's a new Happy Meal out. Buy it!" And he's only trying to advertise the McDonald's food for kids. And here's the point. If you don't want them to see any of that, don't expose your child to mascots like that. Block the channel that he's on. And then the kid will get sad because his favorite show's on. Then make the kid go do something else. Like, go play with toys or something. Yeah, your toys that you got from McDonald's. But you know something? There's nothing wrong with that. Now, please enjoy this 1993 McDonald's Happy Meal commercial.
Where do the stars of Sega Sonic 3 go when the game's over?
Sonic? Are you guys in there?
Hey, here's a hint. They're at McDonald's in the $1.99 Sonic 3 Hamburger Happy Meal. Sonic launches with a push of a button. Tails flies who knows how high. And Robotnik barely dodges disaster. There's even this sweepstakes thing where 10,000 lucky folks will win free Sonic 3 cartridges. So if you're still looking for Sonic and his friends,
I need to report a missing hedgehog.
take the kids to McDonald's, where what you want is what you get.
So you can get food and a toy and also maybe even a freaking video game. That seems so fucking cool. And the slogan that they had in the end, what you want is what you get. You order the toy, you get the toy. You don't want the toy, you don't need to get the toy. The game was only for that commercial, but hey, they tried making it fun for kids. But you know something? There's nothing wrong with games and toys for kids. Kids do not want to go and be your perfect little image. Like, I'm gonna have my kid watch the History Channel for the rest of his fucking life because I want him to be smart. What if your kid does not enjoy doing that, and he maybe does that so that way he can make you happy? Have you ever thought to actually sit down and ask him that? Okay, let me go back to what I was talking about before. Video games and toys. What's bad about them? Nothing. Nothing at all. Maybe video games, they are probably a little bit more preferred nowadays to actually say, hey, let's go inside and play Call of Duty Black Ops 2 instead of going outside and walk around town. Okay. But you know something else? Kids are going to want to play with something, and I guess a toy that does this isn't that bad. Yes, I did get this off of eBay, and you know this off of eBay as well. But anyways, that's beside the point. My point is, if there's something wrong with this, then you got an issue. Okay, so this video is getting out of hand. All I wanted to say is how, you know, Ronald McDonald is not dead. Basically, respond to the guy's video, but it turned out to be a fucking rant with cuss words. Anyways, there's nothing wrong with this. McDonald's is not responsible for you actually getting this stuff. If you order the toy, then you get the toy. What you want is what you get. There should be nothing wrong with actually getting a toy if you order it with it. Or if you don't get someone to actually say, oh, well, I got the toy, turn back around, go back through, and say, I didn't order the toy, here you go, have it back, or throw it away. You don't want your kid exposed to it? Check the box first. There's nothing wrong with a toy in the first place anyways, but still. If you don't want the toy, then don't get it.
It's making my kid fat.
If you don't want the toy, then don't get it.
I don't want my kid to see the toy.
If you don't want the toy, then don't get it.
The toy looks too inappropriate.
If you don't want the toy, then don't get it.
I'm a grown man. I don't want a toy.
If you don't want the toy, then don't get it. Now, that's all I ever wanted to talk about today in this video. Let me see. There's nothing wrong with video games. There's nothing wrong with toys. And there's nothing ever going to be wrong with a non-fictional character. Never. And if you ever find a way to actually find a way to say, oh, well, there is, you got an issue that you need to take care of. Not the character's fault. Character's here to make kids happy. That's... Now that I've made my point to anyone who really cares to watch this, please enjoy this little slideshow with, you know, McDonald's video game music to, you know, entertain you and remind you what I'm talking about.